Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Yellow, come on, Eddie. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And some space here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 30 base. Right there. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Get it.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get right back, and let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
18 Gator.
Exit, exit.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
44, 44. Mike, 44. We own it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Block. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. A huge play there for Denver. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Block now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Check 15, check 15. Alpha. 47's a mark, boy, 47.
Shane, 57 color.
Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Rush in.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a third down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable second. Now Leauge, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah. And here we go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw it is Leauge. He's going to wind up into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On second down, Taylor's throw incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better than it hits the ground, instead going to an opposite color jersey.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
18, chopper. Hold on these two. Go. By 7, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch the twist.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 6 guys. Check 1 and 2. Check cover. 22. Check cover.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold. Behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Watch out. No.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself.